Everything's gonna be more than just okay. It's gonna be more than just alright. Your future is bright. Everything's gonna be more than just okay. It's gonna be more than just alright. Your future is bright. Everything's gonna be more than just okay. It's gonna be more than just alright. Your future is bright. Yeah, your future is bright. Your future is bright.
Welcome to Creekside Christian Academy. At this time, we want to remind you of some very important policies, programs, and procedures that are in place to keep Creekside Christian Academy a very safe, fun, and exciting place to be. At any time, you can review the information on our website at creeksideacademy.org.
The Georgia Gold Scholarship Program is a unique tax credit opportunity offered to Georgia residents. The concept is a simple one. You can take a portion of the taxes that you will owe the state of Georgia and you can redirect them to Creekside Christian Academy. In turn, we can use those funds to assist families who have a financial need with scholarships. In other words, your owed taxes become tax credits for you, scholarships for us, and an opportunity for a student to attend Creekside. But this is a critical year for us, along with many other schools who are receiving funding from the Georgia Gold program. Right now, there are revisions on the table that, if they are approved, will greatly limit, if not reduce, the funding that we receive from Georgia Gold. So this year, your participation is absolutely vital. With your partnership and your contributions to this program, we can continue to provide for the students who are currently under the Georgia Gold Scholarship Program, and we can continue to add to those numbers regardless of the limitations that are placed on it. We just don't know what the future holds for this program. But here's what we do know. We know that nothing changes this year. If you redirect your funds to Creekside through the Georgia Gold Program, you will receive a dollar-for-dollar tax credit. And what else do we know? We know that when you take your tax credit, you change the life of a child and thereby changing the life of a family. So please, don't miss this opportunity. Take your tax credit and change the life of a family.
Our fine arts options at Creekside have expanded this year to include our high school band, the Wind Symphony. We will also have more opportunities to attend performances and concerts, including a third production by our theater department and more performances by middle school and high school choirs and bands. And as always, your children in elementary will be coming home with art projects that amaze and inspire the imagination. The goal of Creekside's Fine Arts is to help your child learn how to develop their talents to honor and glorify God. We are looking forward to helping our students discover and cultivate those abilities this year.
Here at Creekside, we value participation in athletics because it teaches our student athletes spiritually, mentally, and physically. Did you know that we have 30 teams that represent our school in various athletic contests from grades 3 through 12? The majority of Creekside students participate in one or more athletic activities, and we keep score. We enjoy celebrating the successes of our student athletes. Last year, almost 70% of all contests entered resulted in victory. While we enjoy celebrating our successes, the most important thing is stated in our mission statement for athletics in Colossians 3:23, that we will do our best as unto the Lord and not for men. And while we do enjoy winning, it's more important that we develop student athletes, young men and women, who will go forth as good ambassadors for Jesus Christ.
Hello, I'm Arlington Monroe, the Extended Education Director. The Extended Education Program is a support service for the families here at CCA. We operate from the hours of 2:30 to 6 p.m. If you're not in a sport or being helped by a teacher, then you're required to be in the Extended Education Program if you remain on campus. Please take time to review the Extended Education policies in the student handbook. And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. God bless you and we look forward to serving you.
I would like to cover several aspects about Creekside Christian Academy. First, we communicate with parents in several ways, but our primary method is through RunWeb. Here you can find specific information concerning your family such as grades, attendance, and financials. Please make sure that your account is set up so that you can remain informed concerning your child's education. Second, a top priority of Creekside Christian Academy is the safety of your child. As you drive on campus, always follow and obey all signs and markers. This campus is one way only between the hours of 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, consisting of 2 lanes of traffic. The inside lane, which is closest to the building, is used for drop-off or pick-up purposes only. The outside lane is intended to keep moving, stopping at crosswalks. At no time should a student be dropped off or picked up in the outside lane. For morning drop-off, we have 3 locations. The first is in the back. The second is at the school entrance. And the third is at the church foyer. For after-school pickup, the elementary pickup time is from 2:25 to 2:50. Any elementary student remaining after 2:50 will need to be picked up from the extended education office. Grades K3 through 2nd grade will be picked up in the back, while 3rd through 5th grade's location is in the front of the building. Please note, if you're picking up more than one child, the older child may go to the younger child's location. Inclement weather pickup is different than normal pickup. K3 through K5 students will be picked up at location 1 at the back of the building. All other students through 5th grade will report to the gym to be picked up at the church foyer. For this pickup, please make sure to have your child's name in the front window to help speed this process along. Pickup for middle and high school students is between 3:05 and 3:25. Any student remaining after 3:25 will need to be checked out from extended ed. High school students will always be picked up in the back, and middle school students will always be picked up in the front, even during inclement weather. Please note, middle school and high school students with younger siblings can pick up their younger sibling from the gym and return to their original pickup location. Finally, it is required by every parent and student to read and understand the policies and procedures found in the student handbook. A form indicating that this has been done will need to be returned to their homeroom teacher by the end of the first week of school.
Parents, grandparents, guardians, Creekside Christian Academy would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to educate your child. This year's theme is simply this: be a light. Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify the Father which is in heaven." Well, I tell you what, nowadays that goes against everything that we're teaching this country, the world, to glorify someone else. That our works would give somebody else the credit. But that's exactly what Matthew 5:16 says. It says to let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify who? Your Father which is in heaven. 2 Corinthians 4:6 says this: "For God, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, has shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God." Every verse that we read about us doing works and doing things to serve others, leading others, should always lead back to glorifying God. You say, well, how do I do this? Well, the psalmist asked 3 questions. In Psalm 25, 3 questions were presented, and it was simply this: "O Lord, show me your ways." He then also asked to teach me your paths. Guide me in your truths. Have you asked those questions? Have you prayed with your family, and simply said, we want to be a light. We want to be a light so that we could glorify our Father which is in heaven. Well, those 3 things can change your life. When we begin to allow God to show us His ways, at that point, He has our heart. Without having your heart, without having my heart in His hands, we can't go forward. We cannot go be a light. So when He shows us His will and His standards, when He has our heart, at that point He will begin to teach us His paths. When He begins to teach us, He has our mind. So when He shows us, has our heart. When He teaches us, He has our mind. When He has our heart, has our mind, He can begin to guide us into His truth, and that's when He takes our hand. Isn't it great to know that God's there with us the entire way? I pray this year that you will shine a light. I pray that your prayer will be that of the psalmist in chapter 25 when he simply asked the questions. Lord, show me, teach me, and guide me. And when we ask those three questions, He can begin to do that. And you know what, friends? We can be a light to a dark world. God bless, and have a great year.